A modern man stores a considerable amount of information, and sometimes it requires to have more than one device. And I don't mean just necessary documents, photos and videos that we need to have access to on a daily basis. We often collect rather diverse information that we might need later on. Books or articles, for instance, market analysis, trend reports, entertainment and much more, I guess. Our gadget is equipped with a 512 GB hard drive. Of course, part of the space is used to store the system information, and the rest remains to be used as data storage created by the owner of the device. Yet, that's not it. The gadget can also be connected to the iCloud storage system, making it possible to store and exchange files via the cloud with other connected users, as well as connected device too. Most of the car manufacturers nowadays equip us with remote or keyless go fobs when it comes to the car safety. SimbiosOne is your key. Yes, it's very government, simple and safe. In case of an unauthorized attempt to use a car, the gadget will automatically detect that it's being hacked, turn off the engine and send a signal to the police, reporting a stolen location. We are facing lots of situations while on the road, and there is no way those can be predicted. Every second something potentially might happen. In case of an accident, the gadget will inform a rescue service about the incident with attached necessary data about the damage. For instance, a video recording capturing the accident scene and the last 2 minutes of the event. We hope that this future, however, will never be needed. We understand that communication between people is one of the most vital aspects when it comes to the development of our society. Our gadget is an open platform for third-party developers, and our App Store is fantastic and government platform for IT developers to jump on board, offering services and apps that will be on demand within those that own SimbiosOne. It's essential to find tools and apps that will suit your requirements. Both of us, me and Stacy, often are using graphic design applications. But the funny thing is that those are never the same. She prefers to do things one way, while I might have an entirely different approach, even if we are doing the same task. We are all different, and there is nothing wrong about it. But both of us realizing that we are working on the same goal, that is what truly matters. Steve generally uses apps that are very uncommon to us, so that we don't even understand what exactly is happening in front of our eyes. Something special, perhaps magic. Most importantly, we combine all this, and it's SimbiosOne. Surely today I can get a lot of progress even within a few hours. Do a lot of interesting things. But with our gadget, this time is shortened to minutes, to seconds. That's what an impressive result is about. You can do several tasks at the same time, which makes everything even more effective than you might have thought. Many functions of our gadget are voice control friendly. Moreover, the gadget reacts to the movement of your eyes and even thoughts too. It's rather cool to be successfully engaged in multiple tasks at the same time without losing any productivity. I'm simply in love with the functions of the device. My work requires me to use lots of applications, and this device made this process more harmonious, leaving a lot of distractions behind. I can dictate text, I can edit it, I can record my reflections on something, write an email, send a message, and using just my voice. I'm glad that all those processes are made much easier for me now. Thanks to many features, my productivity has increased and time is now spent more efficiently. It feels as if I now have a few extra hours to a 24-hour day. And the thing is that I'm sure that it's not a limit. We are just getting used to it. It is fantastic. I like progress. I love computing and solving math tasks of any kind. Any device that aims to represent the future should be able to solve matters like this within a couple of seconds. Today, certain calculations take a lot of time and require substantial use of energy. We have found a new way of approaching this matter. And with our unique strategy, we have rethought the principle of calculating quantities. The entire gadget chain is used in a unified blockchain system of a new generation. Connected gadget allows you to use it as a chain segment. The more you use gadget, more tokens you will receive. This process is based on personification of the constant use of the device and the use of brain activity as a mining farm. The human brain acts as a generator of a random number. It's a game changer, and that's truly awesome. A revolutionary method as well as the outlook of the future of cryptocurrency. Our brain is an impressive energy center, capable of solving complex algorithms. When using the gadget on a daily basis, the cryptocurrency mining process will work as long as you wear the device. The process is like a constant. Our device becomes way more interesting as you start realizing that in addition to all these great functions that it has, it also turns into a source of income. A lot of tasks are simplified in the calculations between our system of users and services from various spheres. It's very convenient, fast and simple. In such system, efficiency and productivity rise up as the time for calculations between users takes seconds and do not require a middleman. Really, without any distractions, you can purchase an application, pay for a service, or a purchase over the internet. It's great, I really like it. A built-in wallet is a convenient tool to optimize your payments, as well as your financial accounting system.
When we started our work on the project, I imagined our device breathing in a lot of newness, but I didn't expect it to be as cool as it is now. Objectively, we came up with a fresh approach and lots of new ideas that impacted a great multitude of tasks that we had. We have had lots of in-depth discussions on how things will work, how effective and comfortable product will be. Today, I'm absolutely sure that with the use of our gadget, there is nothing that can be considered impossible. And this stimulates and inspires our work process so much. In our very near future, lots of us will reconsider many aspects of our daily life, and tomorrow will be seen and built in such a different way. With the help of our gadget, we can now see that a huge amount of time as well as energy can now be saved. Productivity and effectiveness rise in numbers. This opportunity inspires, and it takes my breath away almost. I'm serious. When using the gadget, it stays on your head, which makes it super convenient as your hands are free. You can't be distracted anymore and perform a couple of tasks at the same time. Here is an example. The gadget is equipped with 5 cameras, allowing to capture 360 degrees of the surrounding space. As I drink the juice, I can make notes as well as taking pictures and videos. All that is done simultaneously, not only with comfort, but with the freedom of movement too. I lead an active lifestyle and love traveling. It is so convenient to use it while I'm abroad, in particular as I can take pictures without any distraction. I don't need to carry my heavy camera around too. Amongst the many features of our gadget, the program that allows me to create 3D models of the surrounding space is one of my favorites. As a designer, I find it rather handy and inspiring too. I like to combine various apps in my work, and I can see that I'm achieving a very pleasant result of high efficiency. With the gadget, I can be in control of the peak brain activity and my performance in general too. This gives me a clear understanding of perfect timing for certain tasks. It is a great device to upgrade my time management skills to next level, while being happy about the plans that resonate with me in a harmonious, healthy way. My lifestyle is rather active, but as a woman, I'm always obsessed about the calories that I use and consume. Can I afford to eat the delicious cupcake I really wanted, or should I refrain myself instead? Thanks to our gadget, this question doesn't bother me any longer. When using the gadget on a daily basis, the device keeps the count of receiving and consumed calories. Essentially, it's my assisting consultant, and it keeps track of absolutely everything. The amount of the food I eat, how much I move, and the distances I walk to. All the calculations are done independently by the gadget, automatically. And all that while I'm busy doing my own things. All I've got to do is to look at the products that I buy and then eat. The gadget, in the meantime, will identify those and note that in the system. I know that everything will be counted. All the information on physical activity from walking to various exercising is recorded by the gadget, giving me an opportunity to have a 100% control over the rhythm of my life. I don't spend my time counting calories anymore. All this is now performed by the device. I love traveling. Visiting different cities and even capitals brings so much vivid colors and excitement into my life. I love nature, architecture, history. Honestly speaking, I'm a rather curious woman. With our device, traveling now is so much easier and way more comfortable too. With the help of navigation, you can wander around beautiful places without any worries of getting lost. I really like the fact that gadget can create and calculate a route according to my personal needs and wishes. I can simply walk and chat with it, so that the device can accumulate various options. Isn't it cool? And when I'm tired, all I've got to say, that is it for today. I then walk back home or call an Uber with the help of device. No argues, I am my own boss. In the past, before traveling to any country, I used to spend a lot of time in preparation before my trip. I used to spend hours next to a computer desk trying to learn basics of a new language, memorize phrases and words, as well as various facts about the cultural aspects of the country I'm about to visit. I imagined lots of situations when I could get lost quite easily or don't recognize a road or a place I'm supposed to be heading to. I used to think of different potential situations and actions or dialects I could communicate. It made me realize that without the language knowledge, it's impossible to foresee the outcomes, and I find it annoying because of the stress it can bring. When exploring a new location, new country, I would have a notebook full of notes that I might find useful. I will equip myself with small travel guidebooks and phrasebook too, just in case. But the thing is, sometimes none of these things helpful or provide you with the necessary information. But with our gadget, all these things are in the past now. All this is now in the past. Once I'm in another country, exposed to a different language, culture, I know I can count on the gadget. I can look at signs, various dashboards or direction pointers, and those will be translated for me in real time as I keep walking. It is very convenient. I look around and understand everything. I don't freeze anymore when I can find relevant notes or phrases that should help. Now I don't even worry about the situations when I wouldn't understand what is written or what is said. Communicating with people and engaging into conversations too is now so much easier. All I've got to do is to say what I'd like to say on my mother tongue. The gadget will translate it and read it out loud via the built-in speaker. Now I know I'm understood. It's so easy and great, and overwhelming, I'm telling you. You've got to try yourself and have fun with it. Now I'm craving to explore the places which I thought I would never be able to visit. With our gadget, there are no places where you can find yourself in dead-end situation. I certainly can describe myself as an inquisitive person. Every place that I visit, I want to find out as much information about it as I can get. Our world has so much to offer: interesting places, cultures, arts. SimbiosOne is not only my personal assistant, but also a museum guide too. I can inquire the gadget variety of questions depending on the place I'm visiting, and the gadget will propose a relevant tour to me. As I turn my head, gadget explains what is surrounding me. On the screen of the glasses, I can see where I should be heading to next. I can sit down in a cafe in one of the busy capital squares and simply listen to the story, as if the guide is sitting right next to me and conducts a personal tour in real time. I don't need to hurry anywhere, worry about losing my group and the guide because I was photographing a beautiful view for too long. Talking about photography, this function is also performed by the gadget. I can pick my own tempo, listen to stories, and take pictures and videos while being confident that I won't get lost in an unfamiliar place. And even if so, I know that with the gadget, I will always find a way to get to a place, no matter the distance.
We all care about our health. In such matters, none of us should postpone things for later or try to save money. Of course, with the modern rhythm of life, the amount of work and tasks that need to be done daily does not always allow us to devote the right amount of time for our health. We feel the rise of our temperature or the worsening of our physical health, or even mental health, but we carry on working without taking time off, thinking that work is the priority. We give promises to ourselves that once the work is done, we'll take care of the rest. This is not right, and moreover, is not effective in the long run. While we are creating the gadget, we highlighted healthcare as one of the most important priorities. So many functions of our gadget deal with this matter. The gadget automatically analyzes the state of your condition. For instance, in the case you're feeling unwell, if you've got a fever, arrhythmia, all your data is analyzed and can be sent or shown to your doctor within seconds. I don't need a thermometer, and I don't need any other devices. I always know that the gadget is looking out for me and analyzing my state constantly, if required. It feels great to know that you're capable of helping others or taking care of them, doesn't it? When you realize that you're valuable, it always is refreshing and it lifts your mood. The modern world and big cities are changing so quickly. It's so common to get lost. It happens. For people suffering from memory loss, forgetfulness, or loss of orientation, our gadget will turn into an irreplaceable assistant at any time of the day, in any place. The gadget will get you to the places you need, whether it's home or any other location you require, without any stress. You don't need to worry to ask strangers for the right directions. In particular, the feature will be very helpful and convenient tool for seniors. If you're taking care of someone, you will always be aware of their location. You won't need to worry because the SimbiosOne will take care of them, helping to find the places they need, be it home or any other location. People live in different places and regions of our planet. Unfortunately, not everywhere has an ecological situation which is ideal. And there are places in the world where you won't be able to enjoy nature without being worried. When leaving the house, we surely wouldn't mind delving into the environment that is normal and healthy. Yeah, it's not always possible to foresee what's invisible and happens regardless of us. Radiation is an invisible killer, One of SimbiosOne's elements is the built-in passive Geiger counter. It shows no activity if the surrounding radioactive level is normal, but if the radioactive level is close to the mark of 20 to 50 micrograms per hour, depending on your location on Earth, the SimbiosOne will immediately inform you about it. You'll be notified and will be able to leave the place with high radiation, informing the appropriate authorities. Various cataclysms, accidents, catastrophes, natural disasters unfortunately occur, and this happens unexpectedly. It's impossible to predict such things or think about them constantly while carrying around a bunch of devices that might save you in a critical situation. By bringing the awareness of the current state of the surroundings you are located in, we believe that we can help every person to cope or resolve with such situations accordingly. For many of us, self-development and education is a matter of daily practice. Every day changes us, our view, our perception of the world. The ability to scan their brain allows for using its potential more effectively. We all know that in order to capture certain information, we've got to be really focused. And it's easier to memorize things when we are really at the peak of our focus. In the moments of the highest brain activity, it develops and improves performance every single time. This is a peculiarity of our brain and the information it receives. In 1 week, daily brain training improves the reaction rate by 1.5 times, and by 20% in 2 to 3 weeks. With our gadget, you'll always be aware of when your brain activity is at the peak of its performance, so you'll be able to use this potential to your advantage as efficiently as possible. We look after and regularly take care of our body, our skin, but we often forget about our aging brain. The gadget will help you with that. Memory, attention, thought process, this can all be trained and developed as we do with the rest of our entire body. There are many different apps and programs that offer to analyze and control your food intake and calorie consumption. All of them are based on the experiences of certain people and their way of life. On the TV screen and online, we often see successful and beautiful people. And of course, there is a desire to be like them, in order to also become more successful, beautiful, and in demand. Our gadget is unique in that it's based on the data of your brain. You'll be able to create, control, and analyze your nutrition in a way that you feel most comfortable. Our app will help you to choose the best mode based on your own readings. This is really cool. You build your day yourself and you don't need to listen to the advice of others, which is often costly and inefficient. You yourself know yourself better than anyone else, and you can achieve the efficiency you want with the help of our gadget. Analyzing your data and your routine, the program will select the best way for you without harming your health. This is very important. Readings can be recorded and compared, and you will see how fast it works. I no longer spend time looking for some kind of super diet. I create it myself. I'm very pleased I no longer need any consultants. My gadget does this every hour of every day. I'm made aware of any changes and I understand how to proceed. The modern world is run at a fairly high pace of life. At this rate, people often don't pay attention to some symptoms in the body. They're busy with work, business, the issues of health are postponed for later. And then, stress, depression, complication as a result of apathy, loss of strength, distraction, lack of appetite or disease. These are modern realities. Our gadget analyzes the state of health, makes statistics of change, controls unexpected manifestations, headaches, inflammatory processes in the body, and other symptoms. The beginning of diseases. All these indications can be used as a supplement for further examination or treatment of the patient in the hospital. Also, based on the changes in the body, the medical application can automatically give diet advice, fluid intake, and other information on vital daily processes occurring in our body. From those suffering from migraines, the gadget can help them to relax and relieve general tension. We've tested 100 volunteers suffering from occasional migraines aged from 25 to 70. 2 months before the testing, defaulters did not take any prophylactic medication. We applied an electrical stimulation method in 150 to 200 microseconds at a certain frequency. The results have shown that 62% of the volunteers have experienced a decrease of the pain that a migraine brings, while 30% of our subjects have reported that the pain has completely disappeared. In the absence of electrical stimulation, only its imitation or a placebo effect, the results of pain reduction did not exceed 1 to 2%. Of course, we're not manifesting that this is a cure. However, in the early stages, it's a good preventive measure to stay on the goal without having to fight the pain. Brain activity scanning with imagery projection on the glasses screen will allow you to gain full control of your state of health. It's a perfect tool for yoga and meditation activities. The process can be enhanced with relevant sounds or music, depending on your personal taste or based on the information of your brain.
With an app, you'll be able to measure the distance or dimensions of an object, convert the measurements of the metric system into the imperial and vice versa. It's very hard to imagine our lives without a smartphone in our modern days. But do we actually need it to an extent that we think we do? Watching thousands of people staring into the screens obsessively does not sound like the most vibrant, colorful future we wish for the next generations. It's like looking into a keyhole. But isn't it a perfect time to open the doors, raise our heads, and start looking at the world around us? We are offering an innovative technology combining all the functions of a smartphone and other gadgets in one. We want people to feel and experience the life with their hands being free. We want our gadget to work for your advantage without wasting any of your time. When your neck is constantly bent down towards the phone of the screen you're holding, this action leads to the symptoms that can't be undone. It doesn't do any good to your health, to your spine, and eventually it might lead to various physical complications, especially with the upper cervical spine. Bent hands also contribute to the development of the arthritis in the joints of your hands and fingers. Think twice. Is that the future we imagine? Symbios offers to combine work of a human being and a machine to become useful in all applicable areas and spheres, increase positive impact on your health and reduce the risks, to upgrade or simplify when needed our communication system. We want to give an opportunity to earn an income while spending time in the internet or social networks. Be effective and beneficial for yourself and your community. We offer you to become a symbiosis of innovation and development of our humankind. The gadget is ready to replace 99% of functions that modern phone has, solve a problem of your comfort and offer an applicable diversity when exposed to different conditions and circumstances. Exclude outdated devices of the past. Give freedom and awareness to its users. Free your hands and transform your thoughts into real things, products and solutions. Raise your heads off the screens of the old devices and look for the most modern glasses, showing you the only information you want or require to know right now, while giving thousands of opportunities for third-party developers to improve the service and come up with unique offers and solutions. Advertisers can delve and explore a new market of personalized advertisement based on thoughts and emotions of the consumer. For the user, we offer full security, absence of unnecessary, not so interesting advertising of the products that you don't need, convenience and diversity, wide range of services, and of course, a source of an income. Once the gadget is purchased, the owner will be able to further upgrade the gadget depending on personal requirements. Use the gadget and earn an income. We want a better future for everyone, and it starts today. With SimbiosOne, you can be part of a new day.